Framer e-commerce website tutorial. Make an e-commerce store with Framer. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we will be showing you how you will be able to create an e-commerce website for yourself in Framer. So as you can see right now on our screen, we're currently in the dashboard. So let's start fresh. Let's create a new project to explore how you will be able to create your own e-commerce website. Now, building an e-commerce website from scratch can be very difficult even with Framer. E-commerce website contains a lot of elements that makes it an e-commerce website and different from other types of store. Now, in Framer, you don't need to build different elements manually. We could use the insert option over here or the insert option that contains all kinds of templates that would allow us to build our website. So let's explore that first before we get into the more e-commerce features or elements that we should be adding. So over here in the left side, you can notice that we have different categories of elements that we could add. We have the basics, which is the most useful when it comes to creating an e-commerce in my opinion, because it contains templates that we could use and take advantage of. We could modify certain options or certain pages over here to help us make it into an e-commerce. There's some sections over here, navigation, menus, and many more. We have elements over here that could benefit or that could help improve the design of our website. You have text, some scribbles, countdowns, different creative elements. We also have images over here that you could add and other external apps that we could integrate into the e-commerce website. We also have some forms over here, some icons that you could take advantage of. There's some materials over here that you could use, as you can see. There's some interactive options as well, such as carousel. Carousels are very important or like a big part in an e-commerce website. And you have your socials and utility over here. Now, I want to explore first our templates that we could actually utilize in an e-commerce and put them all together over here. So this is our empty canvas over here. First things first that we should be adding are the navigation bar. So there are multiple options over here. There's a dark mode or like a light mode over here. So for me, I prefer this one. It's a very simple and there's a drop down option for this one. For the drop down option, if you double click on the navigation bar, you will be able to see here the menus that it could contain. So you could add and add things in this section uh, depending on the content of your e-commerce, the different pages. So you could modify that as well. We could modify this component actually with the color. If you prefer a different color, something like this, you could change it as you can see. We could go back home. Next thing, let's build our like hero page or like first part. So there are multiple options over here that we could choose from. I think a very or a good one would be an option just like this one. There we go. Then we could just simply add our photo over here. So I have some random photos over here that we could use. There we go. And now I could just simply say here information about our e-commerce. So let's say Christmas event or Christmas discount 50%. Just put something relevant to an e-commerce. Put something an e-commerce would typically contain. And then you could put in some text over here. So instead of get started, we could say buy now. And then instead of learn more, we could put in here view shops, I guess. So you could use your imagination or you could use your creativity on how you could build it up more. Or you could put here instead of the 50% discount, let's say store name, something like that. Then put here best pet related store, something like that. After that, we could now add another layer or another section. What would you want to be shown after this part over here? Maybe we could add some intersection over here, or like a middle ground, something like this, trusted by. And then let's add another section. What could be? So something like this one. This one could be modified into a platform or a product. So we could put here a product one. Let's fix our spelling here. This one we could put here product two. And then we could add here product 3, so on and so forth. Then you could modify the text, you could modify the buttons, you could change how it is interacting. You could have it to be a redirect or a different action over here, as you can see. You could choose the type of effect that it's going to have. What else can we have? So there's an error over here, but anyway, let's try adding more. What else could be relevant to an e-commerce? So maybe reviews. You could add reviews over here. As you can see, you could even have this type of review, or maybe this one over here. There's multiple types of reviews that you could add, but you could have that. You could also have this as your event list, or like events listed, like this one is for Christmas or this one is for summer, something like that. You could utilize that. There's also this templates over here. All of these templates are really great and could be very useful depending on what you would like the e-commerce to contain. And modifying them is very easy, very simple. Just double click on the specific section that you want to specifically modify. And you could have, or you could see here in the layers, this is where you will be able to see the different layers. If you're having a hard time navigating and editing a specific part, take advantage of the layers over here. And if you want to modify parts, just simply double click on them and you will be able to modify or like change the content, change the color, change the font. Over here on the right side, these are the different settings that are applicable to whatever you are selecting. And you could select or edit the entire section or like specific elements or groups of text over here. You will be able to modify all of those things over here on the right side. So there's some link modification, positioning, size, effects, overlays, cursor, styles, scroll section, and many, many more. Now, after you're satisfied with the design that you have made, you can simply click on Publish. And whenever you're making changes, simply click on Update. And you could view your website through here, as you can see. And then you could add your own domain. If you're happy with everything, you could now purchase or like have your own domain. So people could visit your website and check out your e-commerce store that you have now essentially made in Framer with its different elements. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.